Okay, how much was GoPro involved with this?
But they gave us the cameras, and they gave us a little bit of some NDA type stuff.
And said good luck.
And said good luck, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, now how did you approach, because this is beyond just something we've seen. This is something like a video game come to life in a big way.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Well, it came from the desire to do a brand new cinematic experience and give something they've never seen before and have people have their mind blown sitting in the theater. So just as we describe it as a cross between a theme park ride, a video game, a rock concert if it's packed full of people, and then kind of you wrap it up in this movie-like wrapper, and there's the thing.
For you, this seems like almost a dream come true. You play everything. Literally all these different roles. What was that? I mean, was that challenging or was that just kind of fun?
The playing of the different roles wasn't challenging. It's very much within my style and my wheelhouse, so it was just enormously fulfilling and fun. And the acting against a guy with a GoPro rig helmet, with GoPros mounted under his eyes, who's sometimes the director, who's sort of acting with you, but then watching his monitor and kind of judging your performance and then acting with you again. And it's like, don't look at his eyes, look here, don't look here, look here. Those little things are a little tricky, but it's awesome to connect directly with the audience, to be able to talk straight to them.
Well, then I think as an audience member, it kind of throws you off in the beginning because wait, they're looking at me.
Because you are. The big thing was having the immersion factor, that the audience has to be Henry or there might have as well not have been a film. So everything in the film was shot practically with a person or a stuntman or an actor wearing the stunt rig, and everything he does. Wow. That happens for real. It's not like we'll throw a camera and then we'll add some CG or shoot some hands on green screen, add them later. Everything he does, when he throws a grenade and the van blows up and goes flying, lands on the bike, that was done for real.
Yeah, this stuff that's going on behind us, it's all done for real.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that, I mean, we saw that with Mad Max. We're seeing that a lot more. For you guys as filmmakers, is that more compelling?
Absolutely.
It seems like it would be.
I love CG. I love CG movies, but it's great to have CG augment the practicality.
For me, on something, if I'm embedded in a story, I don't mind as long as it looks real. But in something like this, it just adds to that extra event quality. It just adds to like, holy shit, I'm watching, and they really did that as well.
Yeah.
It's just, as Ilya said up front, it's a unique cinematic experience, and I think it's so reflective of a new generation. It's definitely a generationally, potentially divisive movie in that sense. So this is a new generation of people that are used to a different pace, a whole different series of media, all combining that you see in this movie.
Like you said, it is immersive, and it seems. Who do you want to connect with? What audience when you were making it, who did you want to connect with?
The people who go see movies. Okay. That's it. It was never, let's go for that quadrant, let's get video game crowd, let's get those guys. No. I go to the movies. I love movies. I go to movies twice a week at the very least, unless I'm working, in which case I see nothing. It's upsetting. It's the only downside of making film is you don't get to see much.
I know, right?
But it was made for the cinema goer in mind. And if that cinema goer happens to play video games, enjoy video games, he'll get an extra kick out of it. So it's, there was never, I was making actually for a young version of me.
Oh.
I was thinking The Matrix came out, I think that was kind of my thought was, The Matrix came out in '99. I had a VHS. I missed it at the theater because I thought, I don't know anything about it. It wasn't a franchise. And I was sitting home, my friends, for the next 2 months, every weekend, we'd watch The Matrix once. And I'd be like, God damn, I missed it at the theater. I should have gone. But the feeling that I was showing it to friends who've never seen it before and discovering it with them again, that's kind of the repeatability that I was going for with this movie. And I'm hoping that, people dig it and they will share it. And I have a feeling this will have a long shelf life.
I think so. I mean, with you too, you're executive producer on this. How did you get involved?
I got involved early, just on the basis of watching Ilya's music video and just feeling like it was worth a shot, trying to make a film that was this.
It was a big risk
edge.
for Sharlto to do this. He didn't have to do this. I was always nervous. Like, will he take this? It's a strange thing.
I'd been hoping ever since District 9 that some young filmmaker would come to me and say, hey, you guys pushed the boundaries on your film. I'd like to try and do it again. And so I really jumped at the chance,
What was the most difficult? Because it just seems like it was all difficult.
Yeah, it really was, man. It's really hard to choose.
Every department had a complicated time. But the upside of doing something very complicated is that sure, you sweat a lot more and you sleep less because you're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But then you get the shot and you understand no one's ever gotten that shot before, and you're like, holy crap! The high you get from that, and the high that the crew would get from that, because everybody was super ecstatic with what we were doing. The electricity was there in the air. We're like, this is special. We can't fuck this up, because this is going to be something the whole world will watch, and everyone's going to have their mind blown. So let's just 100%. And Sharlto shows up. He's in the movie, and everyone's like, the crew's like, we got Sharlto Copley in this film. That's phenomenal. And the bar goes higher because he's a working professional, big star from America. We gotta really kind of live up to that. And then he made everybody better, and then we made him better, obviously, as well, by putting him in extreme situations, and
and in a whole bunch of different characters.